वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं भरते कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। वागर्ताविव सम्पृक्तौ वागर्तप्रतिपत्तये जगतः पितरौ वन्दे पार्वती परमेश्वरौ। येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम् अधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सवीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। अल्पाक्षरम् असन्दिग्धम् सारवद्विश्वतोमुखम्
अल्पाक्षरम् असन्दिग्धम् सारवद्विश्वतोमुखम्
अस्तोभम् अनवद्यम् च सूत्रम् सूत्रविदो विदुः।
स्तोभम् अनवद्यम् च सूत्रम् सूत्रविदो विदुः।
उक्तानुक्तदुरुक्तानाम् चिन्ता यत्र प्रवर्तते
उक्तानुक्तदुरुक्तानां चिन्ता यत्र प्रवर्तते
तम् ग्रन्थम् वार्तिकम् प्रागुः वार्तिकज्ञामनीषिणः।
तं ग्रन्थं वार्तिकं प्राहुः वार्तिकज्ञामनीषिणः।
प्रत्यया शिवसूत्राणि आदेशा आगमास्तथा
प्रत्यया शिवसूत्राणि आदेशा आगमास्तथा
धातुपाठो गणपाठमुपदेशाः प्रकीर्तिताः।
धातुपाठो गणपाठ उपदेशाः प्रकीर्तिताः।
अथ तृतीयोऽध्यायः प्रथमः पादः।
तृतीयोऽध्यायः प्रथमः पादः।
101 अवद्यपन्यवर्यागर्ग्यपनितव्या निरोधेषु
अवद्यपनिवर्यागर्ह्यपणितव्या निरोधेषु
वह्यं करणम्
अह्यं करणम्
अर्यस्वामि वैश्ययोः
आर्यस्वामिवैश्ययोः
उपसर्याकाल्या प्रजने
उपसर्याकाल्या प्रजने
अजर्यं सङ्घतम्
अजर्यं सङ्गतम्
वदस्सुपिक्यप्च
वदस्सुपीख्यप् च
भुवो भावे
भुवो भावे
हनस्त च
हनस्त च
एतेस्तु शास्वृधृजुषक्यप्
इति स्तु शास्वृद्रजुषः क्यप्
ऋधुपधा चाप्यपि श्रुतेः
विदुपधा च क्लिपि छृतेः
ईचखनः
ई च खनः
भृन्यो संज्ञायाम्
भृन्यो संज्ञायाम्
मृजेर्विभाषा
वृजिर्भिविभाषा
राजसूय सूर्यमृषोद्य रुच्यकुप्य कृष्टपच्याव्यथ्याः
राजसूय सूर्यवृषोद्य रुच्य कूप्य कुष्ठपत्या व्यथ्याः
विद्योद्यौ नदे
विद्योद्याौ नदे
पुष्यसिद्ध्यौ नक्षत्रे
पुष्यसिद्ध्यौ नक्षत्रे
विपूय विनीय जित्या मुञ्जकल्कहलिषु
विपूय विनीय जित्या इञ्ज कल्कहलिषु
प्रत्यपिभ्यां ग्रहेश्छन्दसि
प्रत्यपिभ्यां ग्रहेः छन्दसि
पदास्वैरिवाघ्या पक्ष्येषु च
पदास्वैर्बाह्यापक्ष्येषु च
विभाषाकृवृषोः
भाषाकृग्वृषोः
युग्यं च पत्रे
युग्यं च पत्रे
अमावस्य दन्यतरस्याम्
अमावास्यदन्यतरस्याम्
अमावस्य न वास्य अमावस्य दन्यतरस्याम्
अमावास्यदन्यतिर
अमा
अमावास्य
अमावस्य not वास्य
अमावास्यदन्यतरस्याम्
छन्दसि निष्टर्क्य देवहो य प्रणीयोन्नीयोच्छिष्यमर्यस्तर्याध्वर्यखन्यकान्यदेव यज्ञया पृच्छ प्रतिशीव्य ब्रह्मवाद्यभाव्यास्ताव्योपचाय प्रधानी
छन्दसि निष्ठकार्य देवहूय प्रणीयोन्नियोच्चिष्य मार्यस्तार्याध्वर्य कन्यकान्य देवाय ज्या पृच्छ्य पतिशिव्य ब्रह्मवाद्य भाव्यस्ताव्योपचाय्य प्रीडानि
हृहलोर्न्यत्
हृहलोऽन्यत्
होरावश्यके
ओरावश्यके
आसुयुवपिरपि लपित्रपि चमश्च
आसु आसु युवपि रपि त्रपि चमश्च
आनायो नित्ये
आनायो नित्ये
प्रणायो सम्मतौ
प्रणायो सम्मतौ
पायसान्नाय निकाय दाह्यमानहविर्निवाससामिधेनीषु
पायसान्नाय निकाय दाया मानहविर्निवास सामिधेनिषु
क्रतौ कुण्डपायसञ्चायौ
क्रतौ कुण्डपायसञ्चायौ
अग्नौ परिचायोपचाय समूह्याः
अग्नौ परिचायोपचाय समूह्याः
चित्याग्निचित्ये च
चित्याग्निचित्ये च
नुल्तृचौ
ऋत्रचौ
नन्दिग्रहिपचादिभ्योऽल्यूनिन्यचः
नदीग्रहीपचादिभ्यो लियो निन्यच्छः
इकुपदज्ञाप्रीकिरः
ईकुपदाज्ञाप्रीकिरः कः
आतश्चोपसर्गे
आतश्चोपसर्गे
माघ्राध्माधेङ्दृशः
पाघ्राध्माधीन्दृशः शः
अनुपसर्गालिम्पबिन्दधारि पारिवेद्युदेजि चेति साति सागिभ्यश्च
अनुपसर्गालिम्पविन्दधारि वेद्युदेजि चेति साति साहिभ्यश्च
ददाति धरात्योर्विभाषा
ददाति दधात्योर्विभाषा
ज्वलिति कसन्तेभ्यो नः
ज्वलिति कसन्तेभ्यो नः
संस्वतीर्न वसा वघ्रलिहश्लिश्वश्च
स्याद्व्यधास्तृ संस्रवतीर्णवसा वह्रिलिह श्लिश्वश्च
दुन्योरुणुपसर्गे
धन्यो अर्पसर्गे
विभाषा ग्रहः
विभाषाग्रहः
गेहे कः
गेहे कः
शिल्पिनिष्वन्
शिल्पिनी शुण्
नृतिखनीरञ्जिव्य एव
नृतिखनिरञ्जिभ्य एव
घस्तकन्
घस्थकन्
घस्तकन्
घस्थकन्
नुच्च
नुच्च
हश्च व्रीहिकालयोः
हश्च व्रीहिकालयोः
प्रसृल्भः प्रसृल्भः समभिहारे वुन्
प्रोःश्रील्वः समभिहारे वुन्
आशिषि च
आशिषे च
इति पाणिनीयसूत्रपाठे तृतीयाध्यायस्य प्रथमः पादः।
इति पणिनीयसूत्रपाठे तृतीयाध्यस्य प्रथमः पादः।
तृतीयाध्यायस्य तृतीयाध्यायस्य
तृतीय
तृतीयाध्यायस्य प्रथमः पाठः। झोन्तः
जन्तः
अदभ्यस्तात्
दभ्यस्तात्
आत्मनेपदेषु अनतः
आत्मनेपदेषु अनतः
अचोन्त्यादिति
जन्त्यादिटे
टित आत्मनेपदानां ठेरे
इतः आत्मनेपदानां टैरे
तासस्ये
आससे
आतो ङितः
अतो नीतः
लोपो व्योर्बलि
लोपो व्योर्वलि
अतो दीर्घो यङि
अतो दीर्घो यङि
नित्यं ङितः
नित्यं नीतः
इतश्च
तश्च
तस्थस्थमिपां तान्तन्तामः
तस्थस्थमिपां तां तन्तामः
लुङ् लङ् लृङ्क्षु अडुधातः
लुङ् लङ् लङ्क्षु अडुदातः
आडजादीनाम्
आडजादीनाम्
आटश्च
आटश्च
माङ्गी लुङ्
आङिलुङ्
नमाङ्योगे
अमायोगे
लो स्मोत्तरे लङ् च
मोतरे लुङ् च
लोटो लङ्वत्
लोटो लङ्वत्
एरुः
भेरुः
सेर्ह्यपिच्छ
गर्ह्यपिच्छ
मेर्निः
मेर्निः
आडुत्तमस्य पिच्छ
आडुत्तमस्य पिच्छ
आमेतः
आमेतः
सवाभ्याभामौ
सभाभ्यां वामौ
एत ऐ
एत ऐ
तुग्योस्तातङ्गाशिष्यन्यतरस्याम्
तुह्योस्तातमशीषिण्यतरस्याम्
यासुत्परस्मैपदेषु उदातो गिच्छ
या सुत्परस्मैपदेषु धातो ङिच्च
किदाशिषि
चिदाशिषि
सुस्थितोः
सुट्टितोः
जस्य रन्
झस्यरन्
इटोत्
युटोत्
झेर्जुस्
झिर्झुस्
लिङ्गस्वलोपोऽनन्त्यस्य
लिङ्गसलोपोऽनन्तस्य
नन्त्यस्य
नन्त्यस्य
अनन्त्यस्य अतो येयः
अतो येयः
उस्य पदान्तात्
व्यपदन्तात्
so ling lakara these common sutras 3419 3400 34101 because ngit lakara langvat I mean it is not langvat it's no sutra like that loto langvat only is sir but ngit lakara ling lakara being ngit these sutras are common and we have lingaha siyutagama is ordained in general but there is an apavada yasut parasmaipadeshu and that will be deemed to be nicha. And therefore, this is Yasut Agama will come for Parasmipada, Siyutagama for Atmanepada. Atmanepada Pratyaya, anyway, it is Sarvadhatukam Apita, therefore Gitvat, and here also Git. Therefore, all the Pratyas are what? It is Apit, Git only. So Angakarya is, with regard to the Pratyaya, Angakarya is negated. Okay, and Titaha. That agama also will come, and that sakara which is there in suttitoha as well as yasud that goes away by salopo nantyasya by that sutra goes away. And jontaha, what we saw, jontaha, dabhyastad, etc. Now here for atmane parasmepadi it is j juice, for atmanepadi it is jasyaran. Need to remember this. J here is shashti bhakti of G. The G is parasmepada pratyaya. Jasyaran ta tam ja atmanepada. That is replaced by ran, right? All this you have seen. Jasyaran. And what is itot? Itaha is uttama purusha parasmepada ekavacham. That is replaced by at, where takara is only for ucharanartham. So all these things we have read last class. And ato yeyaha also. Ato yeyaha 7-2. Ato ngitaha ato yeyaha. Atongitaha, of course, it is for akaranta. Ataha. Ataha pat ngit pratyaya. What will happen? Sarvadhatu ngit pratyaya. Akara. That will be replaced by.
I.
That will be replaced by atongitaha. Will cause the akara of the pratyaya replaced by iya. Then the akara will become lopaha, lopo, yorvali. Right? Atongitaha. 7 to 81. 7 to 80. Ato yeyaha. Coming as anuvritti. Okay. So that is okay. Note. Okay. Then Yasud also. Once here, Yasud comes. What happens here? Yasud also here. Ato nitaha is for the nitla pratyaya having akara, beginning with akara, when followed adantanga, that will apply. Whereas here, ato yeyaha itself, ato yeyaha is adantanga, when followed by that yasutahama, ya is there. Here, yaha is here for that 7 to 80. For 7 to 80, ya of a sarvadhatuka pratyaya will be replaced by ya. Please note, this may cause confusion. You have to note. So ya comes for only ling lakara parasmay pada pratyaya. For atmane pada pratyaya, it is siyut agama. Right? So 7 to 80, where that yaha is ya yaha. So that ye is that they have to split this. Splitting, you have to understand. This is ya plus yaha. Right? This ya. The ya will be replaced by ya. So Rudra. 7 to 80. And for 7 to 81, that already we have seen the application of that for Langlakara. We saw where what happens, Langlakara with Git Pratyaya, so that Iyaha coming as Anuvritti. Okay, don't confuse 7 to 80 and 7 to 81. Ato Ngitaha is applied where the Akara of the Pratyaya, Savdhatuka Nit Pratyaya, when followed the Adantanga, will be replaced by Ya. And Yakara will become Lopaha, Lopa. And here, that Yasutagama, that Ya is there, that will be replaced by Ya when it follows the Adantanga. So 1, 4, 6, 10. Therefore, only 1, 4, 6, 10 you will have Itam Yuhu, Ihi Itam. That is Ya, Itam Yuhu, Ihi Itam Ita, Iyam Iva, Ima. Whereas in the case of Lang Lakara, etc., where A is replaced by Ya, therefore you will have Ta itam anta, se itam, tvam, itam, in case of Lang Lakara. Not in this case anyway, everything you will have ya will be there. So you have seen, you have read in the last class. So ya is there, Yasutagama invariably for all. So it will be replaced by ya. And the Sakara, Anantya Sakara also will become Lopaha. And ya Yakara also will become Lopaha, Lopo, Vyurvali. Therefore you will have Yat, Yatam, and the J juice will apply. Usiya Padantat, Yuhu, written here, that we read in the last class. Yat Yatam Yuhu, content of us is us, Ya plus us, Akara, when Avarna is followed by Usi, Apadanta Avarna followed by us, Pura Paryoga, Pararupamadesha Bhavati, but Ya plus us will be Yuhu. A plus U will be replaced by U. Therefore, you get Yuhu. So, Yat Yatam Yuhu, Yaha Yatam Yata, Yam Yava Yama. This is for Anadantanga. For Anadantanga, what will happen? 7 to 81 will apply. That will make Yakara replaced by Ya. Therefore, Ya Yakara will become Lopa Havai Lopo Vyovali. We will have Ititam Yuhu, Ihi Itam Vita, Iyam Iva Ima. Right? Follow.
Yes. Yes.
Up to that. Now, individual sutra we will see. And then Yes, for all the both Parasmapada and Atmanepada. Now, Atmanepada is simple. Siyutagama will come, and Sutitaha also will apply. And for Atam Ja, Ja will be replaced by Jasyaran. And another sutra, Ito At. So, Ja stands for Atmanepada Pratya, Pratama Purusha, Bhagavachana. Ito At, it, that is Uttama Atmanepada Pratya, Uttama Purusha, Ekavachana. So, Siyut, Sut, Jasyaran, and Ito. This thing will apply. Then you get Siyut. Content of Siyut is Sakara is Anantya Sakara, that will drop, right? And you'll have E. Yakara also, Lopo, Vyurbali, that also will drop. Suttitoho, that Sakara also will drop. Sut Agama, which comes for the Takara or Takara of the Avayava of the Pratyaya. That Sakara also, you will drop. You will not see the implication of that here, but you will see that implication of that in Ashirling, not here. So therefore, here E alone will be there. All the other things will have Sakara will drop, Yakara will drop, and here also Sakara will drop. Therefore, Eta, E will be there. Then Atam, E plus A, what's Sandhi? Sorry, not
Yeah.
E plus here, Yakara is not followed by Val, Yakara followed by A. Therefore, this Yakara will not drop here. I will mark it here. So, this Yakara, I will put some color. So, here Yakara in Pratama Purusha, that Yakara will not drop because followed by A, right? So please note that will not drop. It will be there. Therefore, C, that is Sakara will drop. E plus Atam, E Atam. Right? And here it will become, here Yakara followed by Ra. That therefore Ra is Val. Yakara will drop. Therefore, E Ran. And here Ethaha. And here Yakara followed by A. Yakara will not drop. It cannot become Lopaha. Therefore, Eatham. And here, E Dvam. And Ito At. It is replaced by A. Here also, that Yakara will not drop. Therefore, you will have Iya. And here, Ivagi, Imagi. You understand? So, Sutta, this is Suttagama, content is Sakara. And here also, Siyuttagama, content is Siya. So, Sakara will drop. Here also it will drop. So, when it drops, how it will look? E, Yakara, the Sakara, the Sakara also will drop. The Sakara also will drop. And Ta. Ta is a vowel letter. Therefore, this will drop. Therefore, it is Eta. Similarly, here, this is a final. So, this will be equal to Eta. Similarly, here, it will be equal to Sakara. Then the Sakara will drop. And we have E here followed by A. So, it will not drop. Therefore, Ya. Yatam. And here, which is equal to E Yakara followed by Ran, one letter. This will drop, therefore E Ran. And Madhyama Purusha Ekavachanam, it will be E, Sakara will drop. You have E and followed by Tas. Tas, Ta is well, Sakara will drop. Etas, Etas will become Etaha. Padant Sakara, Ruttam Visargadeshaha. Similarly, here Sakara will drop. So you'll have E here and followed by A. Therefore, Yakara will not drop. It is not a one letter. Therefore, you will have Siya Tham. Sorry, E Tham. And here E here followed by Dvam. Dvam is well, therefore this will drop. E Dvam. And here it is a vowel. Therefore E plus A, E right? So you will have E.
This
Then
this first sakara is dropping now.
Anantya Sakara. Any Sakara which is not at the end will drop.
Okay.
All Sakara, water baby Sakara. If it is not at the end, drop it. And here followed by Val, Yakara will drop. Therefore E Vagi. Similarly, here also E Mahi, right?
Oops.
Understand? Same thing, Parasmi Pada, we had There, anadantanga yat yatam yuhu, right? Anadantanga, it is yat. What happened to ya? So it was originally yat, but ya will be replaced by ya. Therefore, ya and takara, this will drop. Therefore, you get ether, right? That's how you get that. I think it is known that I'm not doing anything. But to make it common with this, ether, iatam, iran, itaha, iatam, idum, iya, ivagi, imagi, this also we can make it e, nothing wrong, just for our, because anyway it's going to, e or e doesn't matter. For adantanga, it doesn't matter. For anadantanga, yes, it matters. But for anadantanga, yeah, we have yat, not e at all, right? So for adantanga, what will happen? 1, 4, 6, 10. If it is a plus e will become a. So therefore, you will have, for example, baba plus e or e, a plus e, bhavet only, first conjugation. So no problem. If it is other than 1, 4, 6, 10, it is not going to be eat. It is going to be ya. So therefore, no problem, right? So therefore, to make it common with the Aptanipada form, that is why you see in my PowerPoint, eetam, eeyuhu, eehi, eetam, eeta. Okay. Nothing wrong in saying like that. Okay. Then, therefore, for both, I have written here very clearly. Okay. I don't have to do it then. Anyway, I have done, it's okay. So for adantanga and anadantanga, atmanipada pratyaya will be same. Okay. Please note. Whatever we derived, that is common for both adantanga as well as anadantanga. Now let us see the sutra one by one. Yasud parasmi padeshu udato gicha. Here u plus u we can make it sandhi, but I have not done. I have split. Yasud parasmi padeshu dhato gicha. Yasud is the agama. Agama will be in Pratama Vyakti Ekavachanam. Parasmai Padeshu Savanvan, Udattaha 1 and it will be Nit 1 Cha Vyayam. It is in the Adhigara, Prateha Parascha Dhatoho Lasya. Anuvritti is, what is Anuvritti? See Sutra Pata 34103. Yeah, the Anuvritti of Ling. Ling is coming as Anuvritti from Lingaha.
Yud.
Siyut. Please keep the Sutra Pata open. There you can see Lingaha Siyut. So Ling Lakara Siyut. Having said, Yasud Parasmai Padeshu Udato Gicha. Okay. So Ling coming as Anuvritti. Then Linga, the fourth sutra is Lingaha for Ling Lakara Parasmai Padeshu Yasut Agamaha Bhavati, and it will be Yasut Parasmi Padeshu Pratyayeshu for Lingaha Yasut Agama will come, and that will be Git Savidi Sutram. Lingaha iti eva Kashika Vritti. Ling coming as Anuvritti. Parasme Pada Vishayasya Lingaha Ling Lakarasya Yasut Agamaha Bhavati. Saha, that Agama also will be deemed to be Udata and Gicha. It's an Apavada to Siyutopavadaha. Siyut will be for Atmanepada. In the case of Parasme Pada Ling, the Pratyaya will take Yasut Agama, and Yasut will be Udata, and the Pratyaya will bring it Apavada to Siyut. Now I have written some points here. You can note. Agama Anudatatve Prapte Udatatva Vachanam. Agama generally will be Anudata Swara. The Swara Prakriya. Agama will be Anudata generally. Here it is, we want that Agama to be Udata. We are not interested in Swara. Why Udata is there if it is asked, suppose? Agama generally will be Anudata. Here it is made Udata. The Utsarga, an Agama should be placed in Anudata Swara. The word Udata is an Apavada to that, for this Agama. It has got some application somewhere in the Swara Prakriya, in the Veda, etc. Even in the language, we don't have that Swara. So that's why we are not focusing on that. Then nitvam, that is important. Nitvam to ling eva vidiyate. Tatra tat karyanam sambhavat na agamasya. See, while udatatvam is applied to agama, that is fine. What about gitvam? Yasut parasve padeshu, nicha is added for the pratyas, which have come in the place of ling, because it is a gitvam of the pratyaya, which will find application in the rupa siddhi. Should not ask ling lakara already is ngit lakara, the angakara will not happen. No. It is that nakara is not for that purpose. Nakara is not for that purpose, it has some other purpose. Like in Nityam, Nitaha, etc. For that purpose, that Nitvam is there. In this sutra, Nitvam is Vidiyate. Why? Because that will find application later, right? Like the Guna Angakarya will be negated when the Pratyaya is Nit. Nitvam is ordained to the Pratyaya here. Nitvam ordained to Pratyaya by this sutra for Parasnipada Pratyaya. Not because the Lakara is Ling Lakara. So ling lakara nakara, because of which pratyas do not become it. Ittam is for applying some sutras which are common, like nityam, nitaha, lopaha, etc. So here nicha is for the purpose of nitvam here is to make the pratyaya nit, and therefore gunavriddhi angakarya is negated. That is the idea. That is the purpose. Now this agama, there's paribhasha. Yat agamaha tadguni bhutaha tad garganena grigyante. When an agama is is ordained to a sthani, that becomes an integral part of the sthani. Tadguni bhutaha bhavanti yat agamaha. Tad gargena grigyante. That will be a part of the agam, asthani. So when we say sthani, means sthani with the agama. Therefore, a reference to the agama sthani will bring in agama along with itself. So therefore the sthani will get agama. The sthani will get agama, and that sthani the agama will become an integral part of the sthani. And when a reference is made to the sthani, the sthani will bring in agama along with itself, because it has become one. Sthanivat bhavat. Now this is one point. So agama is, that's why agama karya is to be done first. Like in the case of adadhatuka pratyaya, ta pratyaya and all, we have seen baladi adadhatuka pratyaya taking itagama, where we apply e first, right? Then the pratyaya become ita or itavat or itra, whatever it is. Then we do the angakarya, right? Okay. In fact, that matters actually. See, if an itagama comes, the pratyaya become ajadi. When itagama is not there, the pratyaya is either valadi, jaladi, whatever it is. So if the pratyaya, once the agama comes, it becomes ajadi pratyaya. Ajadi pratyaya means something else will happen. Aladi pratyaya, something, right?
Yes.
Therefore, agama will become a part of the sthani, and then angakarya, etc. Other things will be applied. So the reference always with the agama, a sthani, when we say that agama just got a sthani, that will bring in the agama along with itself. That is one point. So this is incidental note, you can note. This is paribhasha. Yet agamaha, that agama, tadguni bhutaha means tad referring to sthani. So when the sthani is referred to, the sthani will bring in agama also along with it. That is the paribhasha. Now, next point is sthanivat bhavat. Yeva lingadeshate ngitve siddhe yasut ngit vachanam jnapanartham. You may ask, I mean, as I already told you, ling lakara already ngakara is it is. Then why do we have to bring yasut parasmay padeshu gitcha? That shows very clearly the nitvam of the lakara is not for the purpose of negating guna vriddhi angakarya. That's what jnapanartham. Yasut nit, when we say, then only the pratyaya will be nyit. In the lakara, nitvam is not for the purpose of negating guna vriddhi angakarya. It is for the purpose, some other purpose. And we know nityam, nitaha, etc. Those for the application of those sutras. So lakara ashaya nitvam adeshanam na bhavati. The lakara, the nit, ling lakara, lung lakara, lung lakara, the nittam is there. That is not for the adesha. That is not for the thing adesha which comes in the place of lakara. Lakara is nit lakara. The pratyaya adesha which comes, tiptasi, tiptastam is, they will not become nit. Lakarasya, lakarashaya nitvam adeshanam, the thing adeshanam na bhavati. If one were to contend that the pratyaya tiptas, it comes as adesha for the ling lakara, would inherit nitvam by sthanivat bhava, that is negated by the gitcha used specifically in this sutram to deem nitvam for all the pratyas which come in the place of ling. Here, very clearly, by saying gitcha, that shows the nitvam of the lakara is the nittam of the lakara is not inherited for the pratyayas. It's not inherited for the pratyaya adesha, tiptasi, siptasta. That is, if it is so, suppose if the pratyaya inherit a nitva property, then why do we have nitvam here? Not required, unnecessary, right?
Yes.
That is what jnapanartham. In order to show that nitvam of the lakara is not inherited for the adesha pratyaya tiptasji, right? Nitcha, it is mentioned in the sutra. See whether you understand the explanation. If one were to contend the pratyas, tiptashi, siptasta, mipasmas, etc., which comes as adesha for ling lakara, would inherit ningitvam by sthanivat bhava, that is negated by the word nitcha being used specifically to deem nitvam for all the adesha which come in the place of ling. Therefore, this is to make us understand the nittam of the lakara doesn't get transmitted to his adesha by sthanivat bhava. Understand?
Yes.
Makes sense, right? See, when a sthanivat bhavam, I think you know. Sthanivat bhavam is like when a pratyaya is a kit pratyaya. So, for example, I'll give an example. So, in the case of lot lakara, what we did, tip pratyaya iti is eruhu we apply, right? Tip is sarvadhataka pratyaya, pakara is it. E is replaced by u. Because this is a pitta, this is also will pit. Enjoys the pitto, stanivatto. Understand? That is called stanivat bhava. Two is that E of T is replaced by two. And what is tip? Tip is original pratyaya, which is pit. Therefore, this is also will be pit only. Two also will be pit. It's called, it's example, just an example I'm giving. Stanivatvam. Example is, see, a prime minister chair is there. Now somebody is a prime minister. Tomorrow when somebody comes and sits in the chair, I mean, it means elected by the people and he becomes the prime minister, he sits in chair. Stanivatvam, whatever the properties, whatever the power which the previous prime minister enjoyed, right? Those power, this new prime minister also will enjoy. Stanivatvam, understand?
Yes.
So that is what here it is. Yes, Stanivatvam, not there, we say. That lakara being a nit lakara, therefore pratyaya ordering to that will all be nit. No, that is not for the purpose of, no, it is lakara, that nittam is there for the lakara. If it is there, then why do we require nitcha here? This is not necessary. That is the indication. That is the jnapanam. By saying nitcha here, it is shown that the gittam of the lakara is not for the not for the gittam, inherited for the pratyas, which comes adesha in the place of ling. Okay, that is the extra point you can note. Then next sutras, kit ashishi. Ashi ling is, anyway, it is adadatuka pratyaya, right? Yes or no? Tingshit
Yeah.
sarvadatukam adadatukam sheshaha. Then we have licha kidashishi. Gicha tingshit sarvadatukam adadatukam sheshaha licha lingashishi. So not kishashi, lingashishi. Ling, ashir ling. So here also is kit ashishi. But is anuvritti. 34104. Ling coming as anuvritti. Not the lot. Please note. 34104 is lot. You can connect lingashishi and kirashishi. Ashir ling will be adadatuka pratyaya. And all the adadatuka pratyas will be what?
Nit.
No, kit.
Api.
Kit. No, sir. Not apit. Ling lakara, ashir ling lakara is adadatuka pratyaya. Please see the sutra. Sutra pata. Lingashishi, tingshit sarvadatukam, adadatukam, sheshaha. Then we have licha, lingashishi. Ling lakara and ashishi means ashir ling. Ashir ling is what pratyaya? Sarvadatukam or adadatukam?
Adadatka.
Adadatukam. There are also tiptasi, siptasta, nippasma, same pratyaya. But those pratyas are those
Those
adadatuka
are,
pratyaya. Right?
yes.
And those adadatuka pratyaya will be kit by what sutra? Kidashishi. Therefore, Angakarya is negated. Whether it is Sarvadatukam or Adadatukam, if the Pratyaya is kit or git or git, Angakarya is negated. Just small example I give for the Ashirling. See, I'll type and delete it. For example, here we have Budhatu. Budhatu. I'm doing Ashirling. Okay. What is a Pratyaya? It is tip. Okay, for example, right? I'm doing Prathama Purusha Ekavachana. What Pratyaya is tip? I'm doing Ashirling.
This tip is Parasmaipada.
Sir, okay, Parasmapada Pratyaya, fine. I want,
Parasmaita pit.
sorry?
Sarvadatka pit.
Ardhatuka Pratyaya. Pittum not required. It is Ardhatuka Pratyaya. Right?
Tip is Ardadatka.
Say it again.
This tip is Sarvadatka, not?
How can be, sir? I'm doing Ling Lakara, sir. Ashir Ling. Ashir Ling already said, Linga Shishi is what Pratyaya? Ardhatukam, right?
But you think it's Sarvadatkam.
Yeah, this is Apavada. Simple. Ardhatukam Linga Shishi.
Okay.
Ling Lakara will be Ashishi. Lit Lakara is the same thing. Then what do you mean by Ardhatuka? Then what do you mean by Adadatuka? Then Adadatuka will be only Krit Pratyaya. Is it so? Not like that. Understand?
Yes.
Got it? Right?
Yes.
So Tip Pratyaya is Adadatuka Pratyaya. The Pittam has got nothing here. But what Pratyaya now? This is Adadatuka Pratyaya and Ashiling is, the Pratyaya is Kidashishi. By that sutra, this will be, the Pratyaya will be what? Kit Pratyaya. Come on.
Yes.
Kit, Ashiling, all the Pratyayas are Kit. This is Adadatuka Pratyaya and this will be Kit. Right?
Yes.
Now, Bu plus. And this is a Ling Lakara. Ashir Ling. What will happen to Ti? Ti will be Lingaha Kidashishi. So what will happen to Atmanepada? Atmanepada we have already Ling Lakara we have done. Yat comes, right?
Yes.
The same Pratyaya only. For Ling Lakara also, only difference is, see, Only difference between Vidiling and Ashiling is Vidiling, this is what pratyayat for Vidiling.
Yeah. Yes.
Sarvadhatuka pratyaya. Therefore, Kartari Sarvadhatuke Shap will come. Whereas Ashiling, what happens? This is Adadhatuka pratyaya. Ya comes in the place of Tit. Already we have done. How it comes, we know Yasu Tagama, right? Suttitoho. All those things are common. Finally, you will have Yat. In the case of Adadhatuka pratyaya, that is Ashirling, this is a Kit. Adadhatuka pratyaya follows. Therefore, there is no Gana Vikarana. Gana Vikarana comes only when a Sarvadhatuka pratyaya follows. Ling Lakara. Now I am doing Ashirling. This is Adadhatuka pratyaya. No Gana Vikarana. Can it cause Angakarya? No, because it is Kit. Therefore, Angakarya is negated. Therefore, you will have Bhuyat. This is Ashirling. Shubham Bhuyat. You understand?
Yes.
I'm just doing only Pratham Purusha Ekavachanam for you to understand. So please note, Tip Pratyaya is Adadhatuka Pratyaya for Ashirling and it is Kit. Tip will be replaced by Yat. Same rule which applicable for Ling. See, we said Ling, Ling, Ling. The Ling means Ashirling also the Ling only. So those Pratyayas are same except some change you will see. That we will see later. Ashirling some special thing, Sakara will not go, etc. are there. Now here we have Bhuyat. Okay. So the Kidashishi. You follow?
Yes.
We are not going to see Ashiling now. Just the sutra only I am saying here. Ashiling, that pratyaya will be Kit. Lingaha, Yasut, Parasmi Padeshu, Udataha. Ashiling, what will happen? For Ashiling, for Parasmi Pada pratyaya, Yasut Agama will come and that will be Kit. That will be Kit. Yasut Agama will come. Yasut Parasmi Padeshu, Yasut Udataha. That is Vidling. Now for Ashirling, Yasut Parasme Padeshu Udataha, and that is Kit. So Ashishi Vigitasya Parasme Pada Vishayasya Lingaha Parasme Pada Pratyaya will get Yasut Agama, and that will be Kit. Please note. Understand? Examples.
Yes.
I have not done any example. Ashirling, when we see that time we will do. Just to note this point. Ling Pratyaya in Ashirling and Parasme Pada will get Yasut Agama and Udata and the pratyaya will be deemed to be Kit. That's it. See, by Sutra, Ling Lakara Gittam is there, but here it is Kitvam Vidiyate. Why? Because for the purpose of negation of Guna and Vriddhi. Right?
Yes.
Gittam is already there. Why do you have Kittam? Because the pratyaya is Kitta or Git. Anyway, Gun Angakarya is going to be negated. Right? Then what is the big deal? Then why do you say Kittam? No. We have one more thing. What is that? Samprasaranam for one dhatu, Jagra dhatu. Right? Samprasaranam for Jagra dhatu and Guna Vishesha. Guna is that for that purpose it is given. There's one dhatu, Jagra dhatu. Don't worry about that. They're not interested. It is in second conjugation. So samprasanam jagartehe gunaha cha visheshaha. That is yit pratyaya, yitvam padi pratyaya. It's already available from the preceding sutram, but here it is replaced by kittam. Why? Guna vriddhi pratisheda is a common possibility with kit and yit. The speciality of kit is the ability to cause kit nimitta samprasanam. When kit pratyaya follows, samprasanam will happen. Number one. And guna also will happen for jagradhatu. For that purpose only here kit is given kidashichi. There is no other purpose. For only for one dhatu. Okay.
Yes.
We'll stop here. You follow, right?
Yes.
So kidashichi, we are not it's a incidental here. We are not interested in the sutra now. When we see the adadhatu kalakara, that time we'll see in detail. But example, let's say example I have not given. We will see example only for Ling lakara. Certain points you have to note. That important points, whatever I said. The notes is very clearly mentioned. Please read and understand. Om Purnamadah Purnamidham Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Dhanyavadah.
धन्यवाद।